Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are still in Seattle. We wanted to visit what we had left on our city pass because we didn't finish everything in the first day, and yesterday we went to Snoqualmie Falls and walked a little bit in Seattle, but not too much. You can watch yesterday's vlog. It's a pretty nice day, but today we drove back to Seattle and we started our day with the zoo. We went to the zoo because I've heard it's pretty big and they have a lot of animals, and overall it's a nice place to go, and it was included in our city pass. We had to choose between this and another place, but because I've heard a lot of good reviews about the zoo, we decided to go to the zoo. You have probably seen these clips on my main channel. I did a video with what to do in Seattle. Probably you've seen that. If not, I'll leave a card somewhere around here. But I loved it there.
And that when you exit out the back, that you make sure that there are no butterflies on you when you leave, alright? Alright, when this door closes, you guys can go through the plastic barrier.
We got inside this room filled with butterflies, all kinds of sizes, colors. I have never seen such beautiful butterflies. I loved it here, and the fact that you can just walk around and they were flying and maybe stopping on you. It was crazy. And you will see in a little bit that we did the same with some parrots and with some other birds. I really like this interaction between the humans and the birds and the animals and everything that they had. It was really interesting. But after that we got out and we walked around a little bit more. Woodland Park Zoo is pretty big, so I would recommend getting some time if you wanna enjoy every animal. We didn't spend that much time in front of each animal because we were kind of in a rush, and we also wanted to do some other things that day, but I would say about 3-4 hours minimum because it's big and you don't want to rush it and feel like you missed something. This is probably my favorite moment of the day. This monkey gorilla type of thing was so funny. I was crying. I was laughing with tears. Seriously, it was a baby that was just playing with the gorilla through the window, and he was acting, or she, because I don't know what it was, he was acting just like a human. It's absolutely insane. I tried to film a little bit because it was adorable. And then we walked a little bit more, and as you can see, this place is filled with kids, and even though they are a lot of them, I didn't feel like it was too loud or they were making a mess or anything like that. And the whole place is very clean and organized, and I highly appreciate that. We even got to see white wolves, and I was happy to hear that they have been having those for a while now, ever since they were little babies. And he was explaining the alpha wolf and how they organize as a family. I like that in each spot there was a member of the Woodland Zoo that was explaining, and if you had any other questions, they will answer them for you. But anyway, now we are in this room filled with parrots. I don't think you know, but when I was little I had 2 parrots. One was green, just like this one, and the other one was a boy, and he was blue and white. So this room made me very happy, and I got pretty emotional, but it was insane that you can buy these little sticks and you can feed the parrots and they would come on your hand and eat everything. It was really, really cool, and I think this experience would be so much fun for a kid. I got pretty excited when we saw the Komodo dragon. I've learned about this when I was in 7th grade or 6th grade, and to me it was so incredible. And we have even seen the Indian python. Wow, it was really big. All the kids went crazy, they were screaming. I even got excited seeing how big it is. It's absolutely insane. When you see this on TV, it doesn't seem that big, but when you see it in real life, it's insane. And another part where I got excited was when I saw the lion. He was eating something. He wasn't very close to us, but we still managed to see him, and with the zoom of the camera I captured it way better. And then we got to see a big family of giraffes. They even had a baby girl. I think she was a few weeks old, and they even showed us how they were eating. It was lunchtime and they served their food in front of us and we could take some pictures. We even got to see some hippos, but they were mainly in the water because, as I said, it was a pretty hot day for Seattle. We got an amazing weather. After we finished with the zoo, we went to Seattle Space Needle, and I think this is the most popular tourist attraction. It's absolutely beautiful, but it is very, very crowded, as you can see. We waited in line, but we had this ticket on our city pass and we didn't have to pay anything else.
About 35 seconds or so you got a few seconds, but 35, 37 seconds. Anyway, you can look out the windows, you can take a peek looking up at the at Puget Sound out behind me. That is west. Now beyond Puget Sound is the Bainbridge Island. Beyond that is the Olympic Peninsula, which has the Olympic Mountains, which are not visible at this time, but they're still there. They're gorgeous, very craggly mountains. And also part of those mountains is something called the Hoh Rainforest in the southwest corner. Now over towards the city, you'll be able to see the city itself. Our biggest, grandest skyscraper is 14,411 foot Rainier. Everybody step back. I have people to take up. And if you want to see that Rainier and you want to see those Olympic Mountains and the Cascade Mountains, today the only option is either to go to them or to go look at our monitors and the big monitors and put in a sunny day in July. I mean, you don't put in a sunny day, but find a sunny day in July and you'll be able to see the mountains.
We also had the option to come back at night when the city is all light up, but we were way too tired and we didn't come back, but still it was amazing to see during the day. As I said on my main channel, the view is breathtaking and it's worth it to go all the way up there. I was walking around in a circle a few times because I couldn't get over how beautiful it is and how insane it is to be at this high. I was, wow, everything that we did here was leaving me speechless and with a big wow. I really liked it, but because there were no chairs, we had to leave after, I don't remember, I think we stayed there for about 1 hour and something like that. They had a restaurant, but it was pretty expensive, actually very expensive, and we didn't want to stay there, so we went down and ate something somewhere else. You can see here I filmed a little bit the menu. It's pretty expensive, and I think you have to order $50 minimum per guest to be able to stay at the table. So that was a lot of money, and we didn't want to spend that much only on food. Next on our list is Chihuly, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. It is a garden and glass museum. It's right next to Space Needle, literally right next to it. And this place was another wow for me. I have never seen something like this. Everything that you see here is made out of glass, and it's super colorful, and all these shapes and designs and how everything is put together. The artists that make these, you deserve a big round of applause. It's really, really beautiful. I took some incredible pictures, even with the flash or without the flash. They turned out amazing, and again, the colors are super, super bright. The artists that make these must be very rich, because when we left this museum, at the end there was a section where you can actually buy some of these, not as big, a lot smaller, but they were incredibly expensive. And I'm not talking hundreds of dollars, I'm talking thousands of dollars. Oh my god. Anyway, outside, when you go from the museum to the garden, you can actually see Space Needle and a lot of beautiful art as well, made of glass. We crossed everything on our list, and now we're going back to the car. We had to walk a little bit because we couldn't find any parking. We found a few, but they were pretty expensive, and we found one that was a little bit cheaper. You have to kind of walk around and see where you can park your car, because parking is not free and you don't want to spend a lot of money on parking. And we stopped at QFC and I got some sushi, because seriously, I was super hungry. I couldn't even wait to get home. As you can see, there was a little bit of traffic because people were coming back home, but still they have a lot of freeways, highways, and we got home in no time. And that's everything that we did today. I hope you enjoy. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next vlog. Bye!